Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We are your Premier 5 podcast dealership for the upstate and the #1 servicing provider in the nation. We're back with another KIOTI QuickLearn episode. Today I'm here with shop foreman Eric Norris. What are you teaching me today?
Today we're going to go over how to change your own engine oil. So engine oil filter is the proper procedure and refilling techniques.
Alright, let's go. Yep.
Alright, so the first thing when you get your loader up, you want to be safe. If things fail, you want to have some sort of protection. So you want a piece of angle iron or something sticking both sides. That way if it falls, it don't kill you. Next we'll open these up. Over this open your hood latch and open your hood up. At this point you'll access your dipstick tube, which is orange color. I normally go ahead and pull this out and lay it in the cab so you can't forget refilling. So door's locked. So basically, when you pull your dipstick out, if you get called away, something happens, kid breaks your legs, anything happens.
Can we help you? You want to be in it?
Who that? So when you get ready to change your engine oil, best thing to do is go ahead and pull your dipstick out, clean her off, lay her in the floorboard. That way you can't forget to fill it back up. If something happens and you get taken away from the tractor for a few minutes, you come back, maybe when you get done. So we're gonna take it off. This is your oil filter, and then you got two 17mm plugs under the body. So we'll get a creeper, we'll lay down, get a 17mm wrench, take the drain plugs out, and start draining your oil. Now drain pans, highly recommended.
You don't want it all over the ground?
Believe it or not, some people do drain it on the ground. That's highly frowned upon.
So we won't be doing that.
We won't be. We'll do it correctly. We'll take 17mm. Underneath the oil pan, you'll have two 17mm bolts, and they have a crush washer on them, whether it's a copper washer, aluminum washer, or some sort. So when you change this plug out, you tighten it in, crushes this so it makes a good seal. Whenever you pull this out, you always want to change this out. So you pick these up at your local KIOTI dealership, or you can put the other old one on and chance it. Now if it fails, it's on you. So lay down, change her out. Come around this side.
Talk so fast.
Sorry guys. What are you doing to me? What in the world? And you see stuff like this, you're just going to clean this off for the customer. It gets in the bearing, causes premature wear. You got it in the rear. Next thing you know, your oil seal is going to be leaking. So as you're changing your oil, you want to look for some abnormalities. Abnormalities? Abnormalities? Yes. As you do checking and changing stuff, you want to check for abnormalities. So you got two 17mm plugs here. Take this one out. Keep a little pressure on it so it don't drain in your hand. And voila. Voila. We'll go ahead and get the other one. Now, had we done this one first, we'd be putting our hand all in oil, so we work for the further side away.
Seems logical.
And you'd think that, but sometimes.
You say that because you did it once.
Yeah, or twice. So we'll just let that drain out. We'll move our bucket over here right on the corner, like so, and now we can remove our oil filter while that's draining. We'll go ahead and unbox that, take the seal off of it.
Ooh, I'm useful.
Take that plastic off.
This is what it's like having an assistant?
Not really.
With fingernails?
You just pull it off the teeth, whatever.
Teeth?
So we just put some synthetic grease on here, engine oil, anything that'll lubricate this seal. So this seal actually goes against the engine, stops oil from flowing out. If you put it on dry, it'll stick on there, and then you'll have a dickens of a time getting it off.
Dickens of a time.
Dickens of a time. How about that? All right. What's happening over there? You dickens of a time?
No, I'm laughing at my leg.
And if I hadn't blew it off, you would have been covered in it. All right, so oil filter wrench. You have these types of oil filter wrench. Let me get a couple. You want me to show you different types?
I'd love for you to show me different types.
So when you're removing your oil filter, there's different types of filter wrenches. You can use these, which have sharp teeth on them. And if you grip too hard and it don't come off just right, you bust holes in it and you cause damage. So we don't like these. These here, old school, same way. They're not as aggressive, but they seem to fit it pretty good, back it off. We don't really like these either. These are about your worst ones, but these are the most aggressive. If you get one that don't come off, and we all been there.
So
but it straps around,
like
lock it on,
these.
and it clamps. If you're gonna use these, put it up the top as close as you can versus the bottom, because inside the bottom is hollow and it'll crush it. So if you're gonna use these are last case scenario if this one don't work. But a strap wrench is a preferred method. Strap wrench, little aggressive little pieces in there that actually mount to it. Put it on and it conforms to the end. The whole side grips it and it backs it right off. Now we all hear the horror stories with KIOTI sometimes where oil filters won't come off. And the 50-hour service, they are rough. But you want to put this on here.
That's why they send it here for you to do it?
Yeah. So you just grip it on there like that, put a little tension on it, it backs right off. I'll say that. So those work best. Now had you use this aggressive one here with teeth in it, you're gonna be over here sideways like this trying to grab it. You're gonna be poking holes in it. I'm gonna try to poke a hole in it for you. There's no way to really contain this. You just let it run all over and then we'll clean it later. So this oil seal here, it's imperative that you make sure this stays with your filter when you change it. If you pull the filter off and it's not on here, and it's on here, and you don't realize it, or you don't care, and then you put this one on, you double stack these, it'll blow oil out. So you'll crank it up, go across the field, engine light come on, you'll say, I just changed, I'm good. 3 minutes later, you got a blown engine. So make sure that seal is changed and the new one's installed. Put that right on there. Most of the old filters tell you just snug it up and then a quarter turn. So we'll get it snug and then a quarter turn. That's all it needs. You don't have to put this on here and crank it down. You can, but the next guy that changes it is gonna
Have a hard time.
have a hard time and probably have choice words for you.
Nice words. Polite words.
Yes. So now at this point the oil's drained. That's done dripping. We'll put the plugs back in. We'll change our little washers. We'll go back to engineer specifications, which is snug plus a quarter turn. You get a little oily. Go ahead.
What? Eric has less.
Use your head on that. One of these goes in the front hole first.
This one?
Yep. I'm gonna move the pan. Drop it in the oil. That's it. Tighten the other one down. Oh, front off over you.
Snug and then a quarter turn. I turned it the wrong way. Righty tighty, lefty loosey.
Put your other one in, including and do both at the same time without oil dripping all over.
All over your floors?
Well, I'm gonna worry about you getting your hair in it here in a minute.
That's alright. My hair's dirty today anyway.
I didn't want to say
Her
that.
hair's already oily.
Use the other.
It's a bad hair day. What?
Always use the box end. So open end only grips two sides. The box end grips it all the way, and you won't strip it out. So lay it down a little bit.
How do you know when to stop tightening it?
Did you get it snug in a quarter turn?
I think so.
That's it. Yep. Get the other one. You're good.
Oh, I think that's tight.
That looks tight to me. There you go. So your oil filter's been changed, greased. Your washers for your drain plugs been changed, put back on and torqued down. We'll make sure these are done.
Are we done?
Oh, we got the oil back in.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that's good.
Both of them were good, weren't they?
Yes. Yeah. All right, so now we got to put engine oil back in.
Here, take the oil on my hands.
So our oil filter cap, place right there as well. So when we're changing the engine oil, filling it back up, you want to look at your fuel filter. As you can see, that white contamination in there.
Mm.
And on the bottom, you can see it from the angle up that way. It's got debris in it, so I would recommend changing the fuel filter as well. This should not turn with one finger. That means that belt's loose. See how loose that belt is? If you push it as hard as you can, it really should have only a 1/4 inch of deflection. So you should be able to match it into there. And that one goes full inch. So that belt's for your AC. His AC is probably not running, and the fan's not running. Both of those are loose as a goose. Because he didn't do a 50-hour service. This is a 100-hour service. So he failed to bring it in. He failed to do the proper procedure as outlined in the Coyote owner's manual. Therefore, he's going to have premature failure and then complain about his Coyote. So this customer, lube, screw in the transmission handle missing, fan squeaks overhead when on. Fan squeaks overhead when on.
Fan squeaks above his head from the direction of above his head.
No. Straighten fender, check fluids, making noise, AC.
These are great notes.
But all of this is due to
Not coming in
Him
for
not-
a 50-hour service.
him not performing his 50-hour service, whether he does it or whether,
Take
We
care
do.
of your tractors.
yes. So proper maintenance is key.
It's key.
Proper maintenance is key, yeah. So we removed our cap, fuel cap.
See?
We checked our owner's manual, and it states that this tractor holds 7 quarts of oil. So we're gonna put 5.5 in it. I always go way less. Check with the dipstick. So when your dipstick itself this long, you don't need oil up here. If the oil's low, that don't mean your dipstick, you need a longer one. So that means these 2 notches here, 1, 2. That's your low, that's your high. So as long as it's in between here, your tractor will run,
Like
no,
your car
no
oil.
issues. Yes.
I checked that in my car.
So when I fill these things dry, the filter has no oil in it. So when you pump oil in here, it's not really gonna fill here till you crank the engine, let it cycle run, and then let it cool back down. So usually I'll fill it about a 1/4 inch over full here. And then by the time I run it, cycle it, check it again, it's right where it needs to be. So let's get some engine oil. Got to get some air over here.
From what? When you say air and a very thick accent. Here it says we have an overhead crane.
And utilizing an overhead crane.
6 tons. All right, so we've got it back in here. Stick this nozzle in. This actually calculates for you. So if you're at home using quarts, you just put a funnel in here, or pour it in quarts. But we've got the luxury of the actual trolley here, if you will. And start pumping. And on this farm we had a duck, E-I-E-I-O. With a quack quack here and a quack quack there. Here a quack, there quacks, everywhere quack quack. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Alright, so we're at 5 quarts. We'll check the oil level. We can always add more. It's a little harder to take some out, which is doable. So as you can tell, we're here. Need to be here. That's about another 2 quarts. So, old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a cow, E-I-E-I-O. So, alright, we ain't got enough. We ain't got enough oil to do another song. Sorry, guys. We'll wipe that off. Stick her back in. Seat it all the way. Count to 3. 1, 2, and pull it back out.
You missed 3.
Oh, you was paying attention. So see, we're still 1/4 inch low. So we'll add a little more. Same when you're at home. Hey, stop pumping. Thing hung up. I went a little over. Oh crap! Stupid machine. So I'm beating it with a hammer.
Sounds like user error.
Maybe if I had better training. So as you can tell, we're just 1/4 inch over full. So that's about where I want to be. After we start the tractor, we'll recheck it and confirm it's within engineering specification. And parties are satisfied. We gotta have some bloopers. Put our cap back on.
You want me to do it?
Yes.
Snug and a 1/4 turn.
Just tighten. You can't over tighten this with your finger. All right, so if you look in here with your camera, you see this first light right here, that's your engine oil pressure. So that light will stay on momentarily because you just drain all the oil out. As soon as it starts, it'll go out. If that light stays on, shut your engine off, something's going on. So go ahead and start it up, make sure that light goes out, and then we'll recheck the fluid.
I thought you were joking.
No, we don't joke here at STEC Equipment. We're serious about our job.
Oh.
I mean, just because we wear dirty pants.
Listen, this is because your floors were dirty.
All right, start her on up.
Don't you have to press something
The
before you
brakes
start
pressed.
it? So I don't have to do anything?
Shouldn't.
Just turn the key?
Yes.
Simple.
Ready to go? Give it about 2 minutes, let the oil settle, and then recheck your oil level, make sure it's good, and you're ready to go. So again, safety first, make sure you got some sort of bracket to hold your loader in case something does happen. Drain pan, good quality drain pan. Put it under there, drain your engine oil with 2 17mm bolts, replace your crush washers, change the engine oil filter, make sure you lube your O-ring with something, whether it's the engine oil itself or some kind of lubricant. Tighten it back to snug plus 1/4 of a turn.
Don't stack your
Yeah,
whatever
not
you call
stack
them.
your O-rings. Make sure
O-rings.
your O-ring is with the old filter. And you should have a successful oil change.
Tight
experience.
1/4 turn.
Snug plus a 1/4 turn.
Snug plus a 1/4 turn.
It actually states that on the filter, if I'm not mistaken. I'm probably 90% sure.
Okay.
So,
Well, I guess you'll finish the rest of this another time without me.
so the oil procedure's done. So on this particular tractor, we want to do hydraulic filter. We'll tighten the belts. We'll clean out all those bearings where it's got debris in it. We'll grease the tractor. We'll check the loader.
So thanks for teaching
Whoa.
me.
All that goes in this shop all the time. That's why we told y'all to go around the other way, because
I go around
I
the
know
other
you
way
do
until
now.
you set up obstacle courses over
I know
there with
you
the
do
turf
now.
equipment.
I'm just saying, quit bothering me.
All right, Eric. Well, thank you for teaching me. I'm not sure I could do it on my own, but
What?
definitely learned something.
You could do it on your own.
You can check out our full KIOTI lineup, including tractors, skid steers, UTVs, and zero turns at STECequipment.com. You can also check out our full inventory of implements and attachments, as well as other services and resources that we provide.
See you.